I would like to welcome our second keynote speaker, Mr. Vishal Bhat, Head After Sales Business and Service, Volkswagen India. Mr. Bhat would like to share his thoughts on Volkswagen accessible services. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's still morning, not the noon. So welcome back after the tea break. I think now we'll be having refreshed after the tea and coffee break. Well, I have been just given some time because there is already a clock running here. So I'll take you through how Volkswagen has been working on after-sales services, how we have been approaching towards the business, profitability, and towards our customer satisfaction, which has been the key pillar, I would say, for the Volkswagen to embark the journey of India 2.0, which is with our new products of Taigun and Virtus. So we call it Volkswagen Accessible Service. Why accessible? I think we got that, all of us got that insight that we have to be more accessible in our approach, in our connections with the customers. And this pandemic actually taught us that how we can be more accessible. So with this theme, how Volkswagen adapted and approached to be more proactive in terms of being available for the customer, being available for our dealer partners, being available for everybody who is associated with Volkswagen. That's why we call this concept holistically as Volkswagen Accessible Service. So as you might be aware about the Volkswagen brand, it's the world's leading mobility provider with the core DNA of safety, building quality, and German engineering. That's the Volkswagen world. Volkswagen Group global footprint is we have more than 668,000 employees worldwide, and we have more than 72 plants set up across the globe. And India has 2 plants. One is in Pune, Chakan, and another in Aurangabad as a group plant. Volkswagen India, how we are established in India. So we have 2 plants, and we have already produced more than 1.2 million cars till date from these 2 plants, including Volkswagen and the group brands like Skoda, Audi, cars which have been manufactured in India for the domestic as well as for the export markets. In terms of our network, so we have 157 sales touchpoints, 126 service touchpoints, which are service workshops, 110 Daswelt Auto, which is our used car division, pre-owned car division, and we have 110 outlets across the network. Then we have 3 parts warehouses and group academies across the India, which is established in Gurgaon. One of the warehouse and academy, another is the central warehouse and academy in Pune, and third one is in Bangalore, which is catering to the southern part of India. And this is how our vision is to expand our sales and service network going forward. So we have been established in Indian market for, I would say, from 2007 as Volkswagen brand, and it's now our almost 13th, 14th year in the market. But we evolved gradually in the market India. We started our journey with high-end cars like Passats, Tiguans, Torax in the market India, and then we entered with the domestic product called Polo, which was a super hit. And that's how we evolved as a brand in India. And with our India 2.0 strategy, which we started in 2019, during the crucial times of pandemic also happening parallelly. But yes, we could brought in new products, new DNA, and the new, I would say, the brand language of Volkswagen, which is more, I would say, towards the new customers, the hustle, the, you can say, aggressiveness of our customers towards our brand, the attractiveness of the brand. So we started the campaign as Hustle Mode On, and we introduced our new entrant in the market, which is the Volkswagen Taigun, and it has been the success for last 2 years now. This is the 2nd year for the Taigun. And you can see this is, the Taigun has brought almost 20 plus awards and still continuing. And this is the car which has been the top 3 finalists in the World Urban Car of the Year in 2021. And was the first runner-up at ICOTY as well. And I would say proudly, right now, only Taigun is the safest car for passenger and child safety in the India in the SUV category. So that's the pride of Volkswagen, and that's the core DNA of Volkswagen. So this is how the journey began for us, the evolution began for us in Volkswagen. And same way, we launched another product called Volkswagen Virtus, which is again bringing laurels to the product as well as the company, beginning with the first award in 2022. And both the products are doing excellent in terms of sales, and our customers, existing customers and the new customers, are definitely embarking on this journey with us. So how our after sales has transformed. So with this, we created with this our India 2.0 strategy, the vision for after sales, also that how we have to be more accessible in terms of service for our customers. So we brought in the new vision for us that how we commit our quality and accessible service to our customers, which can bring in more customer loyalty. Because if you remember in our first panel discussion, we talked about people, we talked about quality, we talked about digitalization, how we can access more towards customers. We talked about, you can say, retention of the customer. So the customer loyalty is basically the retention and the key business towards the profitability in our workshops. So the loyalty becomes very, very critical part. So how we embarked towards this vision in last 2 years, I'll just give you the glimpse on that. We started our vision with India 2.0 to purely focus on total cost of ownership. We had a lot of perceptions in the market that the Volkswagen service is costly, maintenance is costly, to maintaining these cars is costly, right? So that was a key message for us, that we have to work on the total cost of ownership, and which I would say successfully we worked on it. And from 2018, we started making the changes towards the total cost of ownership for our customers and work on the enhanced price perception. We brought in a reduction of parts prices, oil prices for our Volkswagen cars by almost 30% in last 2 years. We brought in the Forever Care program. That means all the Volkswagen cars are having inbuilt 4-year warranty, 4-year RSA, and 3 free services program, which was not the case in terms of the Volkswagen world. And it is only for the market India how we introduce this kind of product for our customers basis on the feedback. We worked on localization as being a global brand. Naturally, we have access to multiple markets to import the parts and set up warehouses here and get the parts imported. But yes, as a brand, as a group, we worked on the localization, and I can say proudly with India 2.0, we are currently at 85% of the localization of our products, and the parts are localized for our India 2.0 products. We set up regional distribution centers to be more close, more accessible towards our customers, towards our dealer partners, so that we can give our delivery time within day. I can say proudly in Delhi NCR, in Pune, Bombay, in Hyderabad, in Bangalore, we are delivering the urgent orders within 4 hours. It's just remarkable, I would say, 4 hours. It's a tremendous feat we have achieved in terms of parts delivery to our network, right? So to enhance our customer satisfaction, which used to be a big challenge when we had one central warehouse at Pune. It used to take to ship the part to, I would say, Srinagar, Jammu, almost 4 days, 5 days, to Kerala, Tiruvananthapuram, 4 days, 5 days. But now we are delivering within 3 days to these, you can say, farthest locations. But within the radius of 100, 150 kilometers, 200 kilometers, we are targeting to deliver our parts to the partners within hours with these RDCs, what we have set up. Then, since yes, our cars are loved in every corner of India, but yes, profitability becomes a concern to set up shop in every corner of India. So how we entered to deliver the service to our customers to the farthest corner of India, talk about eastern part of India, talk about southern part of India, northern part of India. So how to be more accessible to these customers? We came up with a concept which definitely almost all the OEMs are having, but how we set up this concept of Volkswagen Assistance and Mobile Service Unit in India. So currently our 100% workshops are equipped with Volkswagen Assistance cars, which are a doorstep service kind of thing. And with this concept, we are offering service to the customers within the city limits at their doorstep. And with the mobile service unit concept, it's a full-fledged workshop where you can offer the services and repairs up to the kilometer range of 120,000 kilometer run at the doorstep. And we put up these mobile service units across the remote locations, tier 2, tier 3, where we have our customer base and target penetration, and we establish that they get the service at their doorstep. You can have a look at these cars. These are available right now for your visualization and for your inputs. If you have any, these cars are standing outside the premises. You can have a look and give us your inputs if how we can more modernize it for the need of customers. And definitely, if you have certain learnings from our initiative, you can definitely take back those learnings for your, you can say, organizations. Then our main commitment towards the customer was one price assurance, and for which our assurance was more of a transparency per se, that how we can build that confidence that our maintenance costs have reduced. There is no overcharging happening at the dealer network, because that used to be the kind of concept. So we brought in this commitment towards our customers called one price assurance by introducing a service cost calculator on our website through our apps, where the customer can have a clear visualization, what is my service cost, and he can map his invoice against that service cost calculator estimation at the dealership and see if there is any difference. That's a kind of a promise and commitment given by the Volkswagen brand. So these were few initiatives which we started with on the concept of total cost of initiative. I'm just showing you the glimpses how we started with my 5th P, as I told you, that promotion, because we do a lot of activities and after sales which customers are not aware about. So we launched those campaigns in last 2 years with our Taigun and Virtus. And we took feedback from customers, the testimonials, we spoke about the initiatives, what we are doing in terms of customer retention, the service value packages, the loyalty products, and we were across all the social media channels for last 2 years, and we are continuing on that journey. And this is how our customer awareness also increased. We created assets and videos talking about service value packages, extended warranty, what are the benefits, how they can benefit from these kind of programs in terms of cost, as well as for our workshops in terms of retention, how selling these programs retain customers. And I can say proudly that with these kind of products and initiatives, we have a great retention rate, which I will show in next slide. A lot of initiatives like pickup drop service, reduction cost maintenance, service camp, which is the best, the first in the industry kind of initiative which we have taken, where we can take the repair on a video, that what is the repair required in your car, what is the additional repair required in the car, send that video with all the details of estimations on a video link through a WhatsApp channel or a text channel or a mail channel, and customer can online approve it. There is no requirement of a phone call by advisor that, sir, I have identified this brake disc is not proper or brake pad is worn out. Will you replace it? Will you not replace it? He can easily see it on the service cam and give an approval on the link itself, which is itself a official and a legal record for the dealerships as well, that this estimation has been approved by the dealership. And this has turned around us in terms of the accessibility with the customers and in terms of profitability to the dealerships. We could generate almost 25 million INR additional business in our workshops because of this initiative, which all dealer principals and dealer partners appreciated as well. So a few glimpses on our initiatives, what we have taken. This is available at the booth. You can get more details. We have set up our Volkswagen service booth also. What initiatives we have taken and what are the results. You can have that access at our booth, along with our Volkswagen Assistants and MSU, which is set up outside the premises. So key digital tools which we took up, because that's where we could see the pandemic challenges happening. And one was the service camp, which I've been talking about. This helped us in 2 approaches. My personal approach was to give more transparency and accessibility to the customers in terms of repairs in the pandemic situations when they were not able to visit to the workshops to see what is happening on their car, how we can give that visualization. So we brought this kind of initiative, which is itself supported by a portal kind of system, and the technician has to just shoot a video of what repair he identified over and above what customer has told him as a demanded repair. He can record that, send that to the customer, along with the costing of labor, parts, everything customer can visualize, ask any queries, reply or approve or reject or whatever his choice is, and give that link to the customer. You can say dealer, it goes back to the dealership, and dealership is clear that what he has to do with this. And we could also sense later that yes, it is an additional tool for revenue generation for the dealer. So dealers started promoting additional repairs from these, you can say, service cam initiative. And later, we built in more capabilities of doing service marketing activities. As Kalpit was telling during his panel discussion, that how additional channel of businesses in the workshop can be catered and addressed. So we did that through the service cam. When is the tire wear happening? We took the videos of the tire wear, educated that customer, and created a kind of one-stop shopping through this service cam for the customer, that what benefits and what offers he can avail through. And I'm telling you, this is doing wonders, and we have done lot of additional revenue business through this particular initiative. And this has been now adapted across the globe, and I would say globally, we are the second best doing in the Volkswagen world right now on the service cam initiative in the globe. Then was our commitment through the service cost calculator, because this was our, I would say, an official commitment towards the customer, that we are giving you a price assurance, because that used to be a concern. And this has been also appreciated. We had more than 60,000 customers visiting our website, checking on the service cost calculator and verifying the invoices at the dealership when they are doing the services with this calculator. And we have seen hardly 0.5% of variation happening between the estimation and the invoices at the dealerships with this initiative, which is a great feat itself. Then this was kind of a observation when I was handling the used car division 2 years, 3 years back in Volkswagen world only. This was a lot of feedback coming from our existing old, you can say, customers, like those who are not coming to the workshop for the service, but they were struggling to sell cars because they wanted the service access and all. So we created this kind of a digital platform where they can report to our workshops. We do their health checkup and give them the service history also, so that they can definitely get the better resale value in the market. And then with this, we adapted this technology in our workshop for doing a complete health check of the car. Specifically, our older car park was getting older and older because of our Polo and Amio and Vento going, you can say, out of the market. Then with this technology, we started adapting that in our dialogue reception, creating a health record, and it's a very professional record coming for the customer, where he can see all the sections of his car, whether it is the engine transmission section, it is the body section, it is the electrical section, and he gets to understand what is the health of my car, and he can accordingly take a decision whether he has to repair, whether he has to rectify, or whether he can wait for repairs also. Maybe he can wait for 3 months to do that repair which we have identified, and we can also identify him the critical repairs which might be very important for his safety as a consumer. So this has helped us also in terms of giving more transparency and accessibility towards the customers. Then another initiative which we took up, because again this took birth during the pandemic, so it was lead management. So lead management, we might have word in sales, right? But in service, it was unique, and this is the first industry tool in after sales where we are capturing all the service requirements, leads in a digital way, and transferring these leads and enquiries. Basically, it's now an enquiry funnel to my dealer partners to generate additional business in after sales. And this system is developed on the Salesforce right now, because we are using Salesforce for the lead management system. And with this lead management mechanism, whatever promotions, campaigns we are doing for after sales, and result was nobody was aware that where are these enquiries going if the customer is approaching to us through those kind of promotions and activities. So we brought in and created this funnel for our dealers, and I can proudly say we have got more than 30,000 enquiries till date. In last 3-4 months, we have rolled out this with our dealer partners for different products. It's a part requirement for a customer who is driving a 9 or 10-year-old Polo. He is servicing it outside. He wants a part, or it's an accessory he wants to buy from us, or he wants a loyalty product from us. He wants a roadside assistance. He wants a tire. But these enquiries were nowhere being monitored or tracked specifically for Volkswagen. So we launched this program, and this has been very well appreciated by our customers as well as dealer partners. At least now there is a follow-up mechanism from the dealership side to the customer that you had inquired for a tire replacement. We are approaching you for that. Are you interested? This is the cost. This is how we are going forward. So this helped us to close the complete enquiry management system, lead management system for after sales, which is, I would say, the first in the industry kind of thing. Then Volkswagen Connect. This is a connectivity solution. I would say all OEMs have this right now, and all customers are using this benefit. Then we also moved towards WhatsApp for Business for instant connect with the customers, new initiative. And for our workshop, as we were discussing about productivity and profitability, we created a kind of a packaging system, which we call as a package pricing system within our DMS mechanism, so that the technician or the advisors do not have to pick individual parts or individual labor elements from different systems and create a service RO or a demanded repair or an invoice for the customer. So we created that kind of an environment in our system, which we call it as a PPSO package, and we identified more than 3 lakh packages which are used for Volkswagen cars right now, whether it is a 15,000 kilometer service, or it is a brake pad replacement, or it's a suspension overhaul, or it's a transmission overhaul. We created those kind of packages, and it's a ready-made package at a click of a button. He can transfer from the system on the repair order, and that package is given to the customer that this is your estimation. And this actually eased out our productivity operation from 40 minutes of repair order opening to just 5 minutes. So that's an achievement kind of thing which we brought in from this kind of initiative for the Volkswagen. So all these initiatives results are definitely visible in last 2 years. I would say has been more intense for these initiatives, and we have seen growth happening everywhere. You talk about the customers inflow, it has grown by 15 to 20% in the workshops. You talk about our loyalty products, which are the best selling packages right now. So 65% of our new customers are opting for the service value package at the beginning of the, you can say, life cycle of the car. So they are quite clear that if I'm doing a routine service every year, it might cost me, say, 50 paisa per kilometer. But if I'm buying a service value package, it is taking care of my inflation for next 4 years, 5 years, because we have packages up to 6, 7 years of the life. So customers have started accepting this fact that, yes, this is beneficial for them, and we have seen a lot of traction there. 150,000 plus customers have opted for the service cam feature, which I explained, and this has given us definitely a lot of business in the workshop. And till now, 18,000 plus customers have opted for the doorstep service through mobile service unit and Volkswagen assistance cars, which we have, you can say, put across our network. The numbers might be small, but definitely for Volkswagen brand, these are the big numbers because we still handle, I would say, 1.5% of the market share in the market India, right? And yes, we have seen customer satisfaction growing with these initiatives, and there is a clear visibility of 20% growth in terms of customer satisfaction for the brand Volkswagen in our international after-sales customer satisfaction study, which we do as a syndicate survey for Market India. And how it has impacted on the revenue side. So dealer business, parts business have grown by 15% year over year, which has in turn brought 40% profit growth for our dealer network, which is definitely remarkable. And our loyalty in our workshops has grown by 45%, which is the cars which we are tracking up to 5 years and more than 5 years. So within 5 years, we have 85% retention in the workshop. The first time in the Volkswagen history, I would say, we have such a good retention with our customers in our workshop, which is all the initiatives what we have taken and all the efforts put in by the dealership team and the people in the front line who have promoted and actually used these tools to retain the customers within our workshop. So the results are very, very clear. And I think that was a great learning for us all. Now, as we were talking about people, so we started working on this. I was part of my learning curve. I was part of, in Volkswagen world, there was a leadership curve happening for me as well because I'm established, you can say associated with Volkswagen for last 14 years now. So I have also grown from a ladder, you can say, with certain of involvement from the Volkswagen management in terms of programs, learning programs and all. So we thought that why not to adapt this for our channel partners. So we do regular trainings for our channel partners, the service heads and the business service heads, which we call as skill upgradation, which we call as technical upgradation, technical knowledge upgradation. But we started working on leaderships. So we brought in this program this year for our service heads. Basically, they are kind of VP service or the business heads for the after sales in the dealer network. And we identified the people through their assessments and all. And we launched this program with our premium institutes available in the market India. And we have started training them towards becoming the big next leaders in the after-sales network. And this is a pilot, I would say, just giving a glimpse how this program will evolve going forward. I will definitely keep you updated on that. But yes, I would say this is very important for us to create leaders in the retail market as well, which is the expectation of this forum, and definitely to achieve more profitability and productivity. So another thought is on sustainability because this is the need of an hour which we have to work on. So as a global vision, we have been working on a lot of initiatives in terms of sustainability, go to zero, circular economy, supply chain and business, diversity across the organization, people and transformation and integrity is our key mantra in terms of sustainability at the Volkswagen India. Now we call it Skoda Auto Volkswagen India in India. And I would proudly say our 85% of the Volkswagen network is environment compliant with ISO 14001:2015 certification. And it's a proud moment. And we are taking sustainability to the next level as a vision for brand Volkswagen in India. With different initiatives. So this was just towards the corporate responsibility I wanted to update you. And this is how we are planning Volkswagen 23. The focus remains same on quality, customer accessibility, and the loyalty. And that will be our mission in terms of 2023. And I think that's all from my side. And I think these initiatives from our side, if there is any learning for you all, please take it back. You have feedback, give it us. This will help us to accelerate the future, which is the agenda of this forum today, to drive the acceleration towards the profitability for the network. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. Any queries, any questions, I can take it up. Yes, boss.
Vishal, I'm very, very happy to see at the levels that you have reached, and also very impressed with the kind of achievements which are there in terms of numbers which you have shown. And most of the techniques, most of the tools which you have demonstrated, I think they are very useful for the industry as such. One clarification I wanted to have was this impressive 4-hour parts delivery. How have you achieved that? I'm sure everybody would be interested to know how you have done that, and maybe they would be wanting to adopt similar practices. Thanks.
Yes. So we have done a lot of initiatives in terms of overall inventory management. So first thing was ordering system. So we worked on ordering system that we have orders from the dealers in terms of urgent orders, whatever is required for the critical cases or urgent deliveries to the dealership. The ordering system timelines were extended. So earlier we used to have mechanism that dealer can place order from 9 to 3. Then the 3 o'clock the order system will close, and then we process the invoices, and then the shipment will go next day. Right, so we created a you can say 18-hour clock for the dealers to place the orders. They started placing orders, and inside our logistics changes at the warehouse, we did picking, packing, everything within 3 hours from the order time. So that is how we set up those, you can say, order timelines in the logistics. That I said 12 o'clock I received the dealer order. So me as a picker, packer, and I would say the dispatch section, I have only 3 hours of window to process that order. So that's the timelines we put in. And then how to deliver it, which I talked about the cities like NCR, Hyderabad, Pune, Bombay, and Bangalore market. We started the milk van run. So that is the concept we adopted. Once the order is ready for pickup run, milk van is ready, we put the dispatches on that, and immediately the dispatches are taken to the nearest dealership, and that's how the delivery has started. So milk van turned out to be a success in these particular pockets. Now we are working also in other states, how we can reduce that from 3 days to 1 day delivery. Say for example, the Punjab from Gurgaon, the pockets of Haryana, Himachal from Gurgaon. So that's how we are working now, reducing the 3 days to 1 day's time.
Do you charge extra for these emergency order supplies?
Not as of now, but for urgent orders, definitely there is a surcharge. But that's a routine process. Even with that surcharge, we used to deliver, I would say, the urgent orders after 2 days or 3 days, which has now come in I would say, 24 hours range.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Hey, my name is Vaishali Verma.
Yeah.
I would like to understand on the digitalization you have mentioned. So what are you doing in that part?
Lot of initiatives. I showed a glimpse. Maybe we are doing a lot of initiatives. Frankly telling you, if because of paucity of time, you can come to the booth, and my team is already there. We can explain you in detail. Lot of initiatives there.
Okay.
And we are also working on many initiatives like Go Live Stream. Already DJ is helping us in that activity. So a lot of initiatives are in the pipeline, which probably in 23 I can show that glimpse. But yes, what initiatives we have already taken in last 2 years, we can definitely explain you on the booth whenever you have free time.
Thank
For
you.
sure. Thank you very much.
We can take one more question, sir.
Okay, I think.
Yeah, first of all, your presentation is very impressive.
Thank you very much.
So I have a couple of questions, but anyhow, due to time constraint, I'll ask you one simple question. Because you spoke about one price assurance, right? So basically, in that you also talk about service calculator. So generally, the service calculator, it covers the periodic maintenance schedules. You know, the items which have been covered in the periodic maintenance. So it is the calculation is based on that only.
So, yes, as of now, the service cost calculator covers the periodic maintenance, but we have kept a complete range from, because our periodic maintenance schedule is 15,000 kilometer or 1 year. So we have kept the schedule almost to 2 lakh kilometers service. But we have identified from our experience for last 10 years, what are the major repairs happening, right? Say, for example, after 60,000 kilometer service, there is a suspension work required or a tire required and all. So as I showed you the packages, on that basis, we created an AI learning, and we created those packages also in the service cost calculator, which you can identify, okay, you have to go for a, say, brake pad replacement or a brake overhauling work. You can identify that, what are the parts required, what is the labor required for that, and definitely that will be the kind of an invoice there. So we have identified critical repairs, GRs, what we call as, but PMs are 100% there. But yes, GRs definitely are subjective, that depends upon the usage of the car and all. But few critical GRs we have already identified and put it in the service cost calculator for the complete transparency towards the customer.
Yeah, that's fine. But how about the value-added service? Because dealer generally, you know,
value-added services means?
because that's getting added up in the service also, you know, mostly from the dealer side.
I think service advisor has to sell that.
So
OEMs
it
don't
is not
prescribe
part of,
that.
I mean, because your variation is 0.5%, so that is something, you know, surprising.
No, that is, to be very frank, that is not part of the service cost calculator. It is purely periodic maintenance service, scheduled services, and the scheduled general repairs in the calculator.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
sir. Sir, please, we'd like to give you a small token of appreciation for your presence here today. And to felicitate Mr. Bhat, I would like to invite representatives from Synchron and Nippon Paint, Mr. Vishal Bhat, our second keynote speaker. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir.